What's going on, guys? Welcome back to your 44th XHTML and CSS tutorial. Your 44th tutorial. That is a lot of tutorials. I bet if you took all these videos and strung them together, then you can make a full-length movie. But then again, who the heck would want to watch a movie about this? I wouldn't even watch a movie about this. But anyways, in this tutorial, we're going to be covering two different types of input fields. The first one is the password, and the second one is the file field. And that's how you upload files. For example, if you want to make a website like Facebook or something, and you wanted users to be able to upload files of pictures of them getting wasted and then, doing illegal things that their bosses shouldn't see, this is what you would do. So let's first of all learn how to do the password field. So go ahead and type password right like that. And now, of course, we need the same input tag as before, and go ahead and end it right now. But instead of text or text area for type, we're going to go ahead and put password in there. And whenever we do that, and whenever this field appears on our screen, it's a little different than text, but it has all the same attributes. It's the same in the sense that you can use, size, max length, just like you could do text. But it's different in that whenever you type in it, it either gives you little bullets or little asterisks that cover up what you're really typing. That way, whenever you're logging on to YouTube at school and you should be working, the students behind you can't see what your password is. So anyways, the type is password, and the name, again, that's what is going to come in handy whenever we're programming this data with JavaScript or PHP, but just put like P word. That looks good enough. So let's go ahead and actually save this right now and see what it looks like. You see, it looks a lot like the text area at first, but whenever we start typing in it, we get all those bullet point asterisks. Pretty cool. So again, like I mentioned before, we can also have the size and max length to this. So if you ever decide that you want to change it up a bit, or you want to restrict them from entering a password that's like 80 characters long, you can use that max length. So anyways, now that we know how to do the password, just go ahead and actually add a paragraph right here. And just put something like now submit a file, because we're going to be working with a file input next, and we want to give them a little input of what to do. So go ahead and add a paragraph, just give us some spacing, and now we are ready to begin. So crack your knuckles and check it out. So the tag for this is, of course, input, who would have guessed, and the type is actually file. Now, it only has one other attribute, and it's required, and it's actually the name. This way, if you have more than one file upload sections, whenever you're working with it, programming it, your program can differentiate between which file is which. So just go ahead and name this Bucky's file. It doesn't really matter because we're not going to be working with this attribute for now. The main thing you have to concentrate is make sure that the type is file. Now, let's go ahead and save this and see what happens. Whenever we refresh our page, it gives us a little button, and whenever we click that button, it opens up our Windows Explorer, whatever heck this thing is called, and it allows us to choose a file. So we can choose a file by either double clicking it or just hit open, and then we don't have a submit button yet because I didn't teach you guys about that, but whenever we do and they hit submit, it allows us, or excuse me, it allows them rather to upload their file to the web server. So that way they can transfer their pictures onto the web, or maybe if you have to submit homework for a class and the teacher might include this in their web page, something like that. But anyways, that's basically all there is to cover with file uploads. Again, I said that those are the only two attributes because you don't really have a size attribute because that doesn't really make sense. You don't have a max length because that doesn't really make sense. The only thing that you might be wondering is, alright, I don't want them uploading a file that's like 1,000 gigabytes big. So if you want to restrict this, you can't do this using strictly XHTML. You need to do this whenever you learn JavaScript, PHP, all those other scripting languages that you guys might know, but you probably don't know yet. So you're going to have to stick with my other tutorials if you want to learn how to do that. But for now, this is all you have to remember. And don't forget, you can't use size or max length. And also, if you want to upload multiple files, you can't click this button once right here and you can't choose a bunch of files. If you want to upload multiple files, you have to give them multiple buttons. It's a little different than a regular program, but that's what XHTML did. So who's ever making XHTML, blame them. They made the rules, not me. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys for this lesson. I'm gonna go check the score of the basketball game, and in the next video, I'll let you guys know who won. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next video.